7-round mock. Are we ready, boys? Let me see if I can get this full screen somehow. I'm probably going to screw it up by messing around here too much. Yep,
you're ready to go.
All right, that's good enough. Okay, 7-round mock. Any kind of trade up or anything y'all want to do, or are we just going to kind of let it roll to 23 here?
What would happen if we tried to trade Jair for like a 4th?
Okay.
Would you want to do that? Does that sound realistic?
I know Tim said
no.
Hey, I will say this. I'm going to say this about Jair, and then we'll get started on the draft. Hearing Wildy talk about it, Wildy has been very vocal, like, hey, and he still thinks he's not going to be a Packer. But he's like, the more time that goes on, kind of feels like both camps are like, this might be the best situation for both of us. And you guys go listen. I don't want to, speak for him. But he was like, it ain't moving much, maybe 0.1%. But it's like the more time that goes on, you feel like, okay, Jair may be returning to the Packers. So I'd be all about it, to be honest with you, because the guaranteed money's pretty much gone. And if he misses time because of injury, which is my main concern, right, I would much rather have Jair than a 4th-round pick. That's just me personally. Yep. Now, the more if he gets hurt, which is my concern, guess what? You get a portion of that cap back because it's going to be in salary form as opposed to, guaranteed money. So
and then Kalen King gets to see the field a little bit, maybe,
Maybe.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. He rides this out. He stays on the team. He gets picked up in free agency next year. Don't we still get a comp pick?
How does that work? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. If you lose him in free agency, depending on what you pick up in free agency, it's supposed to offset, right? Now, I did learn this year that because we traded for Malik Willis, if he walks in free agency because you traded for him, that doesn't count. It's got to be someone you drafted. So maybe, I imagine we will get a comp pick. Drew, if you're in the chat still, let us know about that. If Jair were to walk in free agency, of course, he's under contract for 2 more years, Emilio.
Oh, that's right.
Really makes no sense.
We're up a creek without a paddle, huh?
That's right. Let's start this thing. We're just going to roll it to 23. You guys have the steering wheel tonight, all right? So I'm just going to.
I already know who I'm picking late round.
All right, pick 23, best on the board, Shamar Stewart, edge out of Texas A&M. 21, Malik Starks, safety out of Georgia. 22, Kenneth Grant, lineman out of Michigan. Calm down, Jacob. 23, Nick Emenwore, safety out of South Carolina. 25, Omarion Hampton, running back out of North Carolina. 26, Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. 27, Jackson Dart. 28, Gray Sable. Derek Harmon's there. James Pearce Jr. is there, like we talked about. What do you guys want to say? Becca Igbuka? What do you guys want to see here? Talk to me.
I'm boring. Give me D-line. Let's go.
Grant, some people are saying trade. Do we want to entertain a trade down here? And you guys tell me what to click on.
I mean, realistically, yeah. Look at that grouping of people. I mean,
hold up a minute. I don't mean to cut you off. Too old for this says I don't like any of these guys. Trade back. What the hell are you talking about? There's like 50 guys here I would take.
You don't like any of these guys?
Like these are all like who are you looking for is what I'm asking. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Jacob.
No, I mean, if you can you scroll up just a tidbit there?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, geez, look at that. I mean, anything from Shamar Stewart to Kenneth Grant to
Walter Nolan,
Zabel, Nolan, Harmon. If I had to choose, I'd go Kenneth Grant. Is that what you would do, Tim?
Yeah, that would be mine, Grant or Nolan.
Yeah, but it just feels like almost like I feel like we could get a little more.
Look at all these guys that do tackle, man.
Let's see. Trey, coach is saying we trade back to Baltimore at 27 and take their 91st pick.
Anybody opposed to that?
Not at all.
I think if we could do that, that'd be great.
Yep. All right, let's see if we could get a trade.
Them or the Chiefs.
What's that, Emilio?
I said trade back with them or the Chiefs.
All right, so we're going to give them 23 for 27 and 91, right?
Yes.
Looks like they said yes. We good with it?
Yeah.
All right, we're trading back 4 picks with the Baltimore Ravens.
Plus, that gives us an awesome grouping from 87 to 91.
And look who's still on the board.
Look at that. Oh, no.
Right, let's go. Let's see if Shamar went. Shamar's gone now, but James Pearce is there. So keep that in mind. Wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka is still there.
Oh, look at Jaden.
We're going to get Jaden Higgins at 54. Don't worry.
All right, Dan. How about we? Can you go back?
We're getting Higgins or Harris at 54. So
I'll be
Dude,
okay with you.
I like that. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's go. What do you think, Grant?
Kenneth Grant or Nolan? What do you guys
Emilio,
think?
where's Kenneth Grant on the board, man? Do you have the board pulled up by
Kenneth
chance?
Grant is 14th. Walter Nolan is 19th. And who's the other one?
Derek Harmon. He's a little lower, right? 28th,
Yes,
I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, not that we have to do it, but realistically, if you saw Kenneth Grant, Walter Nolan, Derek Harmon, and Darius Alexander all there, would you not still try to trade back even 1 or 2 spots here?
I would go ahead and take James Pearce because he's even higher on the board.
We have never traded back twice before we've made a first pick. Y'all want to do it
True.
today?
Let's do it. Hey, I'm all for a good time.
Emilio said, "I'll try anything once." So
No,
let's go.
the first round. Do not go out of the first round.
Okay. Trade back with the Chiefs. Trade back with the Chiefs then.
So we're going KC then at 31.
Yep.
And we're going to try to pick up 66.
Okay.
They said, get out of here, but we can give them something back.
Get out of here.
They said, no.
Let's
No.
try to get a.
No, just give me.
We'll take 95. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take 95.
All right. That's what I hated.
Go with
Now
Emilio's
we got to exit out now. Let me come back. Hold on, man. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to try to give 27, right, for 31 and 95. They said yes.
Take that all day. Third
All right.
round, we're gonna feast in the third. Oh,
And we're going to use all our third round picks to trade back up into the second.
Look at this. Tampa Bay said,
jeez.
you give us pick 31, we'll give you everything, including a 6-man team of our janitors, our custodians.
You can use a stadium when you're down here too.
So still there is Walter Nolan, Tyleik Williams at D
All
tackle.
right, let's run up Nolan.
Okay, but
right?
what about
Oh.
Pierce? Got to be Pierce. I'm sorry, it's got to be.
Where's Pearce at on the board, Emilio?
He is 12th on the board.
Take him.
So it's
yeah,
we're talking
take 'em.
Tim. We're talking about 12th at edge or 14 with Kenneth Grant at D tackle. It's
That's
tough.
it.
Man.
That's what we're stuck between.
Trade back.
You guys know where I'm at. I think D line is more important than edge. That's just my opinion, but I'm cool with either pick. I'll take Pearce Jr. right here for sure. No problem.
All right. So is that your vote, Tim?
I feel like Tim's Tim is just a whatever defense. Tim's just a defense. Emilio, are you willing?
I
to
really
go
want to
line?
say Walter Nolan. I really do. I
Okay,
really do.
Tim's
But
saying Walter
I'm
Nolan.
totally cool with the value we get with James Pearce Jr. So
Yeah, James Pearce Jr.
I will punch
especially
the
after the
ticket
convo
for-
we had tonight. So
I will
gonna
punch
say.
the ticket for Pierce.
I'll
All right,
back
so,
it.
All right, so we're going Pearce here, right?
Yep.
All right, James Pearce Jr. out of Tennessee. So now we're coming back up at 54. I think we all want to look at wide receiver, right?
Can you
yes.
look at
So
all?
we got Trey Harris sitting there, then Jalen Noel, and then we've got Elik, Ayamaner, then Jack Besh.
Trey Harris.
Yeah.
D line.
Let's look at D-line. Tyleik Williams still there. TJ Sanders still there. This
Darius
is
Alexander.
Trey Harris, and then we get Omar Norman Lott at 87.
Ooh, I
Let's
like
go.
that. Can you go to all real quick, Killian?
So you got Travion Henderson, you got Tyleik Williams, Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor. Oh, we might need to take Mason Taylor here.
No, we don't. We just signed Fitz.
Fitzmagic, I know, but
A second round pick on a tight end, Emilio?
Yeah,
dude,
come on,
Mason
man.
Taylor's going to play for 12 years.
Oh man! Just imagine if Dave is if Dave Hooker's watching right now, going, "I can't believe I went on this show." What am I thinking? All right, so what are we thinking here, boys?
Trey Harris, run
yeah,
the card.
I mean,
Stop
gotta-
playing.
we got
I would honestly go D line still here. There's so many wide receivers left. I would
I
would
can't
take
believe
either.
I'm arguing offense.
I know, Tim. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm gonna push back. I think we should still go D line here and get our boy Tyleik.
Okay, where's Tyleik on that board?
It's hard to argue with that.
See where Tyleik's at here,
Where did I
and
put
I want to know where TJ Sanders is too.
Tyleik is 35th and TJ Sanders is 40th, but he
What
or
about-
39th, but he has a spade. Tyleik is
What-
ahead of him though.
What about Alexander Darius?
He is swimming down there.
Yeah, he's pretty low. Not real low, but he's
He's
lower.
going to
than
be 37 years old, too, in his rookie year. Doesn't help
He
him.
can be drawing Social Security out there.
Yeah.
So with Tyleik Williams, he's better on the board than Trey Harris, right, Emilio? Trey Harris
Correct.
is
4 spots
your-
better.
4 spots better. So not
So maybe we go with Emilio. Let's take Tyleik here, and then maybe we get Jacob's boy, Torrey Horton, at 87 or something.
Oh, yeesh.
That would be a go-to. You could probably try to get him around 95. Even.
Look at Tim. Tim knows what compromise means. Let's go, Tim.
Let's
I
go.
like that.
Hey, I'm never going to argue with defense too much.
Tim
Give me
been married
Tyleik.
for a
Let's
while.
go.
Tim been married for a while. He knows how this works. Listen, just give and take. You kidding me? Your back hurts when you sleep on the couch. So we're going
Okay. Can we look at cornerback though, real quick?
Yeah, we can. We can.
But we're still going to take Tyleik.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, who was it? Somebody was really high on Jacob Parrish. It might have been Dane Brugler. Somebody liked Jacob Parrish a lot. Keep that in mind. I think Bucky Brooks said he liked Noah Williams. It made me think of you guys because he really liked Noah Williams as well, but a little lower. So what are we thinking here, boys? Tyleik?
I think it's got to be.
Tyleik, A+. There you go. Bang. So we got 2 top 30 visits already drafted. Pretty cool. So now we're back on the clock at 87. All right, pick 87.
Oh, wait, what was that? We just had a trade proposal from the Jets. You want to fleece the Jets one more time?
Tim, they're going to start claiming us, or we're going to have to claim them on our taxes or something if we keep doing this. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be – you're going to start holding us responsible for abusing them. Isaiah Bond, which we know the personal issues off the field. There's Ty Felton, the top 30 visit we just had. So who was it you said you wanted at wide receiver earlier, boys?
Torrey Horton.
He's still down there, right?
No, he went.
He's gone.
Where did he go?
Okay, hold on. We're all right. Hold on.
Calm down.
Tim, you lied.
Hold on. Pat Bryant, Ty Felton,
Tesla.
Restrepo, my favorite undersized receiver in the draft.
I was going to say as we were talking about this, boys, receivers getting thin quick. Like if we don't take Trey Harris, but Tyleik Williams, it's hard to argue with that pick, man. Really,
man. Because look, Ullman Lott is still there, right?
For D-line, probably.
Yeah. So we should have went Trey Harris, and we should have went
Tesla.
Drew D, sir. Isaiah Bond may be out on Bond. I see what you did there, sir. Well, we'll look at it, boys.
Can you go about all? Yeah. So, Marcus Mbow, Harold Fannin.
You know I'm going to take my boy Bo. I'm voting.
I like
for Bo right
Omar
here.
Norman.
I like Bo there too, Tim. I'm gonna be honest.
Coast to East, let's go.
Where's Bo on our board, Amelia?
My boy Bo is 74.
That'd be good value at 87, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
It would be.
I wouldn't mind that.
All right, so we're gonna go.
I like the walls, man. These things are coming up very nicely in this draft.
Building the trenches. So Marcus Bo, right? We good?
I like this.
All right. A+, crushed it. All right. Moving along here. Get these trades out of the way. 91 now. Pick 91.
Jeez, Omar.
Don't you dare bring up Tyler Shuck's name. Don't do it.
Get our boy Scattaboo.
How about Scattaboo?
Oh my God.
There's Omar Norman.
If we take a running back before a receiver.
What do you guys? How do y'all feel? Has anybody's opinion changed on Kyle Williams at all?
I don't know.
I haven't watched it.
No.
Okay. All right. So wide receiver, it kind of feels like you can get most of these guys. If we're not big on Kyle Williams, then we could definitely get these other guys with at least the next pick, right?
I believe
Pat
so.
Bryant, I was kind of big on.
Is Jacob's boy still up there?
Who's that?
Horton's gone.
No, he gone.
But Isaac's up there. Didn't you like Isaac too, Jacob?
I really do. Yeah. I just feel like that's a lot too early.
Do you like him more than you like Pat Bryant?
Yeah.
Where's Jacob Parrish on our board, Emilio?
I would take Jacob Parrish at this point.
I would take Jacob Parrish.
Parrish is 120 on our board.
So a little bit of a reach, but he's going to be gone.
He's versatile, and they love his speed. He is quick.
Where's Quincy Riley on our board?
Quincy is 209.
Okay, so he's way lower. Yeah, let's go.
What about
we need a corner, right? If we don't go corner here, we're probably not going to get one.
Noel is 160.
Where's Kobe and Zaw Frazier as well?
Kobe is. How am I spelling that? There we go.
And we're getting some hate in the chat from Timothy S.
Man,
C-O-B. I'm sorry. Kobe is 132. And Mr. Zai is, I think he's higher up.
Tim
is
says there's
90
no way a
race.
guard's going 87 in this draft. That's dumb. Marcus Mbow played tackle in college. But
looking at Timothy's profile pic, I think he knows what he's talking about. This dude seems
Yeah.
like a pretty solid. So, Za,
I like Parrish.
where's Za?
Za
Fraser?
Za is 93, which is 20 spots ahead of Parrish, but I do really like Parrish.
Yeah. So if we go Parrish here, and then we come back and try to get Za at 124, he's there. I think that's a good grouping, according to our board, right?
Right.
So we think of Parrish here, boys.
yeah.
I like that.
Jacob Parrish is
And
the
I don't
pick.
think we necessarily need to double dip at corner, even
That's a
with
good
the
point.
Jair being up in the air. We got Nate Hobbs, we've got some youth back there. We may not have to take another corner right away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I like that.
All right, what are we thinking now, boys? Pick 95. Again, just a recap for everybody on the podcast here. With the 31st pick, because we traded back twice like a bunch of cheesers, we got James Pearce Jr. edge out of Tennessee. At 54, we got Tyleik Williams, defensive tackle out of Ohio State. 87, we went Marcus Mbow out of Purdue. 91, we went Jacob Parrish, cornerback out of Kansas State. What do we want to see here, gents?
Omar Norman Lott.
I mean, we got to look at wide receiver, though, real quick.
I say we go ahead and take Andrew Mukuba, the safety.
Are you
Stop
being
it.
serious?
Stop it.
59th on the board.
Available. That's
I think
available, right?
It might be Kyle Williams' time.
59th on the PK Big Board.
Jeez.
Was
Wow.
the fourth best safety last year.
That's interesting, man. You think about the safety room here for a second, all right?
Where's
Xavier
he gonna play?
McKinney, Evan Williams, right? Those are your starters. Backups, you've got
Bullard.
our boy Oladapo and Zane Anderson, right? So you'd have to carry 5, which I think we regularly do, mainly because of special teams, right? To keep all those guys on the roster. Would it be crazy to go safety? Would it?
I don't think so.
The value is great there.
Only if it's a safety who can't play in the slot.
I want to ask the chat real quick. Would we go? How do y'all feel about Mukuba? Safety.
He's a versatile safety, is how we have him.
He can play a little in the slot. What do y'all think? Drew says he thinks we're loaded at safety. Chris says, I'm not answering your question. Just go with Omar Norman Lott.
Yeah, we still got Omar Brown on practice squad, too.
That's a good point.
Guys, we got to look at. We got to.
Emilio, you got outvoted, sir. Sorry.
Wide receiver.
We got to
look at
look
wide
at receiver here.
What do you guys think about taking a shot at Kyle Williams?
I'm telling you, man, our board, where's he at on our board, Emilio? And explain why he's low to everybody.
Kyle.
I know you're upset over Mukuba, man.
I am a little upset. We're going to drop 130 spots so we can take Kyle Williams at 193.
I know people don't like what Emilio's saying in the chat, but I'm telling you, this is called working the board. The value there, if Goody's board had Mukuba where we've got him, and you could get him at 95, he's running the damn card.
And it's
Where's Restrepo on our board? He's probably higher, right?
Okay, hold on, Tim. You're right. That's completely fair.
Restrepo that ran the 5 flat.
Restrepo is 57th on our board, Tim.
57. Okay.
No.
So if we're sticking with the board, we're taking Xavier Restrepo.
Yeah, that's true. I'm hands up. You're right. You caught me.
I hate this draft.
Really? Because we're getting straight A's, baby.
Jacob hasn't seen those since
Look
elementary.
at
My
that
hands-
defense, man, getting stronger.
My hands are clean of this one. I told you I have nothing to do with it.
We
Stutzman
got
is
Danny Stutzman here. Let's
Stutzman
go.
is there.
No. We're not getting a linebacker till the end, and I know who we're getting. Okay, so we can just wait.
And his name might be Jack Kaiser.
No.
Oh, sorry. Let's go, boys. Come on, pick it up.
Tim, I think you're completely fair. If we need a receiver, then take Restrepo. If
If we're going receiver here, yeah, we're taking
if you're
Restrepo.
keeping Ed to the defense, I'm not against Mukuba. And it's just, I like it because we haven't seen these kind of names normally. We're not picking at 91, 95 all the time, so we get a little different bite.
Yeah.
All right, we're
I'm
going to
also
Xavier.
okay with waiting on receiver and getting a Ty Felton or a Deontay Thornton, Pat Bryant, somebody a little later. That's cool too.
Tesla.
Where's Pat Bryant on the board, Emilio?
You got it.
So I think we're higher on him than most people are. I could be wrong, though.
Pat Bryant is 116.
Yeah. So that would be great value at like 159. My gosh. All right. Talk to me, boys.
Deontay
Mukuba.
Thornton is a blocking machine, by the way. for what it's worth. No block, no rock in Green
I
Bay.
say we wait for our receiver then, Tim, and we go get our boy Mukuba from Texas.
Oh my God.
I agree with that first part.
Yeah, let's see what kind of long snappers we got here. We got Austin Brinkman at 468.
Okay, we do have Austin though on the board.
Dude, just take Omar Norman Lott and get this over with already.
Is he still there? I mean, I feel like
Let's go.
Where's he at on the board, Emilio?
Omar is
Acting like we didn't just lose TJ Slayton. Come on now.
Norman Lott is 113.
Oh, so that's a little bit of a reach. Never mind.
What's the other one? Farmer?
Joshua Farmer.
Farmer's 174 and yeah. No, I think it's our boy Mukuba or Restrepo.
I'm telling you, man, that again, according to our board. Now, if we're looking for good grades, Mukuba would probably get us an A, maybe an A plus. Restrepo would probably be like a B minus. So
I would rather not reach on Restrepo.
Me too.
All right. We're going
Let's
safety,
go,
right?
baby.
All right. Chat, turn your head. We're going Andrew Mukuba.
Bring him in.
Texas.
Wait, the chat's gonna burn this show down.
This is going to be
Who?
Look, we're just trying to pass, man. That's all we're trying to do here. Okay. So
Thank
now we
you,
go back to wide
see?
receiver.
Oh my God, take a wide receiver now for the love of God.
Restrepo is still there.
I think we gotta go. Oh,
Emilio, do we have, listen to me stuttering like a Restrepo? Does he have the hard eyes, or am I wrong thinking he's small?
Restrepo
He's
is
small for sure.
He's like 5'7". He does
small
not.
and
What the
slow.
hell are we doing?
Where's
Small and
Tez
slow.
Johnson on our board?
Same thing with him too. He's a little small,
He's
slow.
tiny too.
This is
Little guy.
89.
Bye, Timothy. See ya. Have a good
Then
night.
don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, my friend.
Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate you. Hit that like button on the way out.
I think we go Dante Thornton, to be honest.
It's
That's what I
funny
do.
too because he just left and he's been screaming draft Dante Thornton. He walked out of the All right, we're going Dante Thornton here, boys.
Yeah.
I like it.
Any
I like
objections?
Nah. Maybe
It's
we'll
gonna be
keep
a bad grade, but all right. Jay Cole says Tez is 5 pounds. Talk to me, boys. We're running out of time here. We're at hour 50.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Stackbacker. Let's look at Stackbacker.
Oh Lord.
Danny Stutzman.
Ooh. All right.
Here's the
Run the
guy
board. Get
on
him
our
up. Let's
board.
go. Take him.
All right, Danny Stutzman, A plus.
You know what, Chris Paul
All right.
Jr.? Okay,
Let's
all
get-
right. Now let's get a receiver.
Now let's get Tesla. All right.
Okay. Perfect.
No, Pat Bryant.
Pat Bryant. We'll go Pat.
Pat Bryant, baby.
Amelia,
Or
what's
Nash.
the board say amongst these receivers here?
Pat Bryant is 116.
Yep.
Tesla's like
Isaac
300.
is 370. And
Yeah.
where's the
Where's
other
Ty
one?
Felton at?
Pat Bryant, run the cod.
Yeah, run the CAD.
Ty Felton on our board is 131, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so we're going, what would you say, Pat Bryant? Is that right?
Pat Bryant.
All right, Pat
Yeah.
Bryant it is, B plus out of Illinois. Great hands, good against man coverage, if I remember correctly, right?
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
there you go. Yeah, monster aggressor. I was with you, buddy, talking about Ty Felton being the top 30 visit. All right, what now, boys? What now?
We can check corner, see what's happening over there.
Take a peek at corner.
See if
Jason.
our boy Marshall. Thank you. Okay, I just got to say this: 98 card. Okay, an ultimate team, a what if card for Mr. Marshall. Nasty at man to man.
Give
Where's
me
he at on the
Jalen
board?
Smith instead.
What'd you say, Tim?
Jalen Smith if we're going corner again.
Marshall's 340 on our board.
Jeez, oh, Pete. Yeah, let's hold off on that, Amelia. I
Let's
know he's
wait.
got a good card, but
I think we can wait because we could get Dotson, Smith, or Huzzy down
Yeah.
with these last few picks. Can we look at wide receiver again?
wide receiver Isaac Tesla.
I'm just saying.
We're
Or
on the
Andrew
board.
Armstrong.
Too old for this. This draft is so unhinged. It feels like long snapper is on the horizon.
We could look at long snapper. We could.
Yeah, we did.
Better
He'll
trade
be-
back again.
He'll be there at 250. He'll be there at 250. I promise you. Whichever one you like, we'll be there at 250. So where's Tesla on the board, Emilio?
He's
370.
370.
370. Jeez.
379, I think.
Yeah. Sorry. Can't do it. Like that. What
We're
do you
not doing another. Are we really going to take another receiver?
here? We've only taken one offensive lineman.
That's what I'm saying.
Mitchell Evans is 153 on the board, and he's got hard eyes. And he was
I'm trying my
94.
best to protect that roster spot for my boy Malik Heath. That's why I don't want another receiver.
Well, what about a tight end, Tim? How's your take on that?
Yeah, let's go tight end. I'm with it.
Bring our boy Mitch in. PFF 22, 94, 23, 11, 24.
Can I say something, Emilio?
88.
Me being the resident Notre Dame fan here, as much as I would love an Irish, the intel on him was he really didn't play hard last year.
Oh,
I know.
Hey,
I know, man.
Have
We
we
go Sorrel.
taken
Can
a
we
look
talk
to
about
see
Sorrel?
if is this guy on the board still?
That's a good question.
the old DC.
Jacob Bayer's there. He'll be there
Here's
at
the
the end.
guy. That might be our 250.
We got him around the 100 spot, right, Emilio?
Yeah,
Jacob
I
Bayer?
believe so.
That's
Jeez.
wild, man. That's wild to think about. So we could reserve one of those last picks for him if we want to go that route. So
Brian says Jalen Travis, offensive tackle, 6'8", 339, 9.07 RAS.
where's he at on the board, Emilio? Jalen Travis, Jalen.
218. It's because we have no information besides his consensus at 194 and 33rd 117.
So we don't have any PFF grades in there for him?
No PFF for Mr. Travis.
Wow.
I'll see if I can pull him up quick.
Well, we got to get those in there for sure. So Jalen Travis might be the pick here, to be honest with you. Let me do this real quick while we're over on time, of course. This is how that works. You guys talk amongst yourselves there. Jacob, Tim, what would your pick be right here so far based off what we've seen?
Just real quick, Jalen Travis, 6'8", 89th percentile. His weight's in the 96th percentile. His span's in the 85th. His broad's in the 92nd. His vert is the 99th percentile. Dude is an absolute freak. I'd be all right with him. He's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Just saying.
Yeah, his PFF grade 23 in 2023 was an 80.9. It dropped to a 70.8 this year. So that kind of feels like that Jaden Reed type pick.
Hold on, I'll get you a new number in 2 seconds here.
We'll
178.
stall for a second here.
I do agree that if we go O-line, it should be a tackle, not an interior.
Yeah, right. I agree, Tim. Yeah, get somebody out there on the edge.
Okay, hold on. Let me refilter it real quick. And our boy, Mr. Jalen Travis, moved up to 155.
Get him
Gotta
on the
take it.
board.
Run the cod.
A+, crushed it.
Bam.
Glad. Hey, see, this is why you do these exercises too. Like we would not have had that information. We would have overlooked it. So
Aronde Gadsden.
No, is Jack Kaiser still on the board, or did he disappear?
Tesla.
No, if we're going linebacker, you're scrolling down to my boy Sean, and you're putting him on the roster.
Sean Dolac.
Yes,
Who
you
you
are.
Sean Dolac here, boys. Defend your pick. No, thank you. I will not.
Sean Dolac, 188, 186 on the board. Okay. Hits the measurables, 54 and 22, 154 and 23, but was hurt. Third in PFF last year.
That's a positive.
Okay.
He was hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go Tesla in 237. Come back around. Get your boy Dolac. All right.
No, we're getting our Kansas baby with our last pick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where's Thor at? Did Thor go?
He better not have.
He did.
Hold
Thor's
on.
gone.
Was that Omarion Hampton still on the board there?
Running back?
No,
All you running back fans out there?
that
No,
can't be.
no.
That
He way
can't be,
gone.
right? Okay, I'm seeing things.
What are we thinking here,
Tesla.
gents? Talk to me.
Either Tesla or Drew Kendall.
I say Higgins, Jay Higgins, or Drew Kendall.
Where's Drew Kendall? Amelia?
Mr.
think
Drew
you guys-
Kendall.
We've worked Amelia like a dog tonight. We're hour 30 in.
Drew Kendall's 202, which is 50 spots behind my boy Sean. I don't
Where's
know
Jay
why.
Higgins out of Iowa?
So stupid.
Jay Higgins ran like a 5.240, but
Jay
Yeah.
Higgins had a negative RAS at 174, still 20 spots behind my boy Sean on the board.
Seeing a negative.
All right, take it easy.
He's never gonna have a shot unless I put up a little fight for him. He's never gonna make it on the board.
Higgins is still running this 40.
You guys don't want Blake Martinez 2.0? Come on now.
Only if you got the Pokemon cards.
Oh man, Maury Harris. Yeah, this is we got to
All
make
right.
a pick here, boys.
I say we take Drew Kendall.
Drew Kendall, interior offensive lineman. So that's 2 interiors, 1 offensive tackle we've taken. If we go that route. Where's Drew Kendall again, Emilio? I think I asked you. I'm sorry.
203, I believe.
203. So that's good value on our board. It's good value according to theirs, right? So
Yes.
we're good with it?
Yeah.
Got to end this draft, man.
Yeah, we got to get
Kendall play any center?
Yes, strictly
Okay.
center. Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Strictly
Let's
center.
draft him. Let's go.
Let's get this thing over with.
All right, now let's get our Kansas State and get out of here.
Damn, we're going to draft another offensive lineman.
Let's do it.
You're either taking Jason Marshall or Sean Dolac. Those are my 2 options.
I say you go Marshall or Dolac as well.
And Marshall's extremely low, right?
Hold on.
Sean's
on.
still 150.
Can we just take a peek at D-line one more time?
Yeah. But Thor's not there.
Nazir Stackhouse.
Let's see.
That Barrow is interesting as well.
Or
Simeon Barrow
Ahmed
Jr.
Hossain.
Hey, listen, Emilio been screaming for it. We're doing it. We're going Sean Dolac. D plus. Hope you're happy, Emilio.
Yes.
It was funny though, because he will not shut up about Sean Dolac. And I'm like, bro, this guy ain't no good. And I listened to there was 2 or 3 podcasts in a row. People are like, look for Sean Dolac late in the draft. He's
going to look good carrying the water for Tyron Hopper.
2-0 for this says, should have listened to me on the Mockless Monday. Exactly. Oh, man.
I still think it's hilarious they had that guy in here trolling, and then we take his pick the second he
left.
Look at where Cam Ward went on this.
All right, so wow.
What?
Cam Ward, how did that happen? He dropped all the way to 8
to
Carolina. Carolina? Really?
I don't.
And they got Bryce Young. Shador Sanders went number 1 to Tennessee. That's definitely not happening. Jalen Walker, number 2 to Georgia. Travis Hunter, 3 to the Giants. Armand Mbow, 4 to the Patriots. Mason Graham, 5 to the Jaguars. Ashton Gianti, 6 to the Raiders. Colston Loveland, 7 to the Jets. Cam Ward, 8 to the Panthers. Abdul Carter,
9th. What's happening?
Michael Williams to the Bears at 10. Me no like that. Kelvin Banks, 11 to the 49ers. Matthew Golden, 12 to the Cowboys. Y'all need to give Bates a refund. I'm going to get your $4 back to you, Bates, with interest. Will Campbell, 13 to the Dolphins. Jahad Campbell, 14 to the Colts. 15, Jahdae Barron to the Falcons. 16, Josh Simmons to the Cardinals. Bates says Timothy S. just threw his guinea pig.
Timmy.
Comment of the night right there.
I don't think I've ever heard anything so randomly funny in my life.
Oh, my God. All right, so 17, Tyler Booker to the Bengals. Mike Green goes 18 to the Seahawks. Ty Warren, 19 to the Bucks. Luther Burden, 20 to the Broncos. Tet McMillan, 21 to the Steelers. Will Johnson, 22 to the Chargers. Nick Emenware, 23 to the Ravens. That's who they traded up with us to go get. Gray Zabel, 24 to the Vikings. Donovan Jackson, 25 to the Texans. Shamar Stewart, 26 to the Rams. Kenneth Grant, 27 to the Chiefs. That sucks.
That's
playing along Chris Jones. That's just crazy. Emeka Egbuka to the Lions. Maxwell Harris to the Commanders. Derek Harmon to the Bills at 30. And then we went James Pearce Jr. at 31. Malik Starks went 32 to the Eagles. So there you go. There it is. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows I had nothing to do with this month.
Go ahead and tweet this out, boy.
Yeah, you tweeted.
We got my boy from Tulsa East at 87. That's all I care about. Let's go.
And we got Sean Dolac at least through August, right, Emilio? His ass ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it to September, I promise you that.
Hey, but he's used to playing in the cold.
Yeah. Well, better be used to sitting on that bench, sir. Nah. Anyway. Anything else, boys?
No, that's it.
No.
Best draft yet. What are you talking about?
You guys sound so defeated. It was your draft.
I thought it was a great draft. I really liked it.
He's Soder. None of that first round is happening.
None of it. I'm with you, Soder. Absolutely not. So, all right. That's it, guys. You wanted a mock draft. You got it. And I'm sure we lost subs. So I hope you're all happy.